Pandas are adorable animals, but are vulnerable to dangers in the wild. One of them is parasites, tiny creatures that can cause pain and endanger their health. In today's video, Top Wildlife Rescue will take you through the breathtaking and emotional moments when dedicated experts rescue and help poor pandas escape the torment of parasites. Okay, let's go. In the snow-covered mountains, a mischievous panda accidentally discovered a giant beehive, oozing with sweet honey. Without hesitation, he swung his arm and hit the golden castle, destroying the inherent peace. But before the craving could reach his tongue, a black storm had already struck. Thousands of bees, angry little warriors, rushed out, surrounding the poor panda. Their cries echoed in the deserted forest, mixed with the fierce attacks of the bees. The sweet honey now became shackles, binding the panda to the nightmare of bee stings. In the midst of danger, a glimmer of hope appeared. The rescue team received a distress signal from a hunter. The bright red helicopter tore through the fog, landing in the icy forest. Brave people, wearing red armor, quietly entered the battlefield, carrying both their hearts and trained skills. They meticulously and carefully removed each piece of the beehive, soothing the burning pain with gentle movements. The ferocious bees were dispelled by a puff of white smoke. Love and patience won. The panda was freed from the shackles of honey and bee venom. Warm hands wiped away the tears, giving him sugar cubes as words of comfort. And then, in the arms of the rescue team, the panda returned to its original mischievousness, leaving behind a lifelong lesson about curiosity and courage. Today I decided to go deep into this old forest to look for a panda that I had heard was in trouble. The path was muddy and slippery, and I had to go through tangled tree roots and wet moss. Finally I found him. Oh my God, he was covered in mushrooms. He looked so pitiful, and he was growling. I quickly took out my tools, knife, scissors, brush, and even disinfectant spray. First, I gently sprayed disinfectant on the mushrooms to soften them. Then, I carefully used the knife to scrape off the large pieces of mushrooms, then used the brush to sweep away the remaining ones. The panda seemed very uncomfortable, growling all the time. This meticulous work lasted for an hour. I had to be very gentle so as not to hurt him. Finally, when I had removed most of the fungus, I sprayed another layer of disinfectant to protect his skin. Seeing the panda look much cleaner, I was also happy. Before leaving, I did not forget to remind him to be more careful and stay away from damp places to avoid parasitic fungus. I hope he will be healthy and live well in this forest. Oh no! A panda lies curled up in the snow. But the strange thing is that its body is covered with millions of strange worms. The weak moans, the choked growls resounded, making people feel sorry for this small creature. But fortunately, there is still a glimmer of hope. Shadows appeared. Rescuers joined forces to rescue the panda from the horrible mess. Tweezers, brushes, and disinfectant sprays were mobilized. A battle against the evil worms began. Each attempt to remove them was a glimmer of hope. Finally, the panda was cared for, enjoyed bamboo, as a promise of recovery and return to natural life. Look, a black and white furred panda was climbing a tall tree, his eyes sparkling with excitement. His target, a golden beehive hanging from a tree branch. But the happy moment did not last long. Suddenly, a swarm of angry bees rushed out of the nest, attacking the poor panda. Their painful cries echoed in the quiet forest. The panda tried to resist, waving its arms and legs to chase away the aggressive bees, but to no avail. They clung tightly to its thick fur, continuously stinging it with sharp needles. Luckily, the panda's cries attracted the attention of an animal rescue team. The heroes in orange protective suits, carrying tools and dedication, quickly arrived at the scene. They carefully chased away the bees and removed the remaining honeycombs from the panda. Their every gesture was gentle and kind, as if they were caring for an injured child. After being freed from the hateful bees, the poor panda was taken care of by the rescuers. They applied medicine, comforted him, and gave him cool water. Gradually, the pain subsided, the panic disappeared, and was replaced by trust and gratitude. In the harsh landscape of the vast sea ice, a small panda suddenly became lost and lonely on an ice floe. Where did he come from? What brought him to this situation? No one knows. But in the midst of that harshness, the compassion and brave spirit of the young biologists urged them to act. Despite the dangers and difficulties, the biologists overcame the slippery ice and the bitter cold wind to reach the panicked panda. With patience and love, they brought him safely onto the boat, warmed him, fed him, and cared for his wounds. In a deep forest, a tragedy struck a little panda. He was lost and lonely, accidentally becoming the target of a swarm of aggressive insects. The terrifying insects surrounded the poor panda, biting and sucking blood, causing him extreme pain. A hiker with a kind heart and sharp eyes accidentally discovered the horrifying scene. He hurriedly took out his phone and called for help. Upon receiving the news, a wildlife rescue team, with great enthusiasm and responsibility, quickly set out. When they arrived, they could not help but feel sorry for the panda's pitiful situation. The panda's entire body was covered with bite marks, and its eyes showed pain and fear. Without hesitation, the rescue team got to work. They used special techniques, trained in a systematic way, to gently remove the annoying insects from the panda's body. With care and meticulousness, they picked each insect out of the thick fur, soothing the swollen wounds. Then they applied antiseptic, carefully bandaging the deep wounds. Every action contained love and care, as if they were caring for an injured child. The panda, feeling the warmth and safety from the kind hands, gradually calmed down. And then, after a long period of relentless fighting, the panda was successfully rescued. The panda was returned to the familiar forest where it belonged. These heartwarming rescues not only save pandas from pain, but also show the love and dedication of wildlife conservationists. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next videos about the animal world. Let's spread the love of nature and protect rare animals. See you in the next video of Top Wildlife Rescue.